Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Friday. Yes, Debbie, you're in here, Miss Meow Town. Welcome back. I missed you last week. I'm excited. Me too, Mint Crunch. I'm super excited. Two Humble Bricks, how are you? Happy Friday. Can somebody let me know if you can hear me? I'm pretty sure you guys can see me. Let me know how the audio sounds, and then we can get this thing started. Happy Friday. Let me see. Let's see if I can. We can hear you. Okay, good deal. Thank you. All right, so I'm excited. I know why you guys are all here. We have a very, very special guest with us tonight on Sip and Build Fridays. But before we get into all of that, you know how we roll. What is going on? How was your week? Adrian, hey girl, hey, thank you for joining. How was your week? What are you building? What are we working on? What are you sipping tonight? Are you really here for me? Are you here for Mr. Nappy Buffalo, who's going to be our guest tonight? Tell me something. Tell me something good. I can show you a couple things that I've worked on this week. I actually built a lot this week. I shocked myself. I worked on a mock that I'm not really ready to share just yet. It's still a little bit of work in progress. Today is Friday, so it's Fig Bar Friday. If you're into mini figs at all, if you're into mini figs and mocking, Fig Bar Friday is basically a combination of both of those. So it is essentially where you take a mini fig and you change it out to make it something different. Um, so I will show you. Yes, Nappy Buffalo is the man. I agree wholeheartedly. We're going to get to learn so much more about him tonight. Before we do that, though, I do have a couple of announcements that I want to make. The first one is that happy Friday, my friend Wally. I don't know Nappy Buffalo. I'm just here for the normal sip and build. Well, my friend, you are in for a good time. The week was long. You built some Star Wars ships. Oh, nice. Oh, you're hanging the ships. Are you hanging them like from the ceiling or on the wall? Like, how are you hanging them? So this, I want to announce this real quick before we get started. Morty, my friend, hey. So this, I didn't get a chance to do this last time for the Lego party game habitat. So I do want to let you know that this is coming October 24th to the 26th. It feels like it's so far away, but the way this year has been going, October 24th is tomorrow. It's not tomorrow is the 4th. We have 20 days left, but it'll be here before you know it. So if you are interested, I want to share it ahead of time so maybe you guys can join. It's the Habitat Challenge. It is Halloween themed. It doesn't have to be scary. You guys know I don't do scary at all. I'm gonna do something real cute and maybe a little spooky, but not scary. So if you're interested, go to the Habitat Challenge Instagram page. This time it's being hosted by Bricks Why Not and Brick Fan Builds. If you don't follow them, there are also some pretty good creators. So it wouldn't be a bad thing to follow them, but you don't have to follow them to be a part of the Habitat Challenge. You just collaborate with the Habitat Challenge page and build your habitat. Oh, you're hanging them from the ceiling. That's going to be nice. You have to share pictures. Oh, and you know what? Oh my God. You guys know how my brain works. So you said ships, and I thought like the Going Mary or the Black Pearl. I was not thinking Star Wars ships, even though you said Star Wars. I just completely blanked out. I did not think of that. And then I was like, well, why is he hanging the ships from the ceiling? That doesn't make sense. Totally makes sense. It's my brain. It's Friday. It's been a very, 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 very long week. I think Wally said this week has been a month long, and it definitely felt that way. But of course, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you guys decided to hang out with me again. I know it's not because of me, but that's okay. We can pretend that it is. So what are we building? Anybody building anything tonight? I've been working on the medieval town square. If you have were following me, or if you are following me, you know that a couple of days ago I asked you guys what I could build to fill in the top shelf up there. So that top shelf up there is kind of sort of medieval themed. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm calling it. We'll see what it ends up being. But I've been working on the Viking Village. He's going to be on in just a minute, so we're getting warmed up. I promise you, he's coming. Um, but so this is what I've been working on this week is the Viking Village, or the not the Viking Village, the medieval town square. So this is about 6 bags in. There are two portions of it. So at a glance, that's what I have this week. You guys tell me what you guys have been working on, what you're sipping, and what you're building, and we're gonna get started. Still the Lumi Bricks Art Gallery. Is it good? Is it fun? At least I heard it's a lot. It's big, but is I need to know what is that like before I spend my money. I'm doing the Sega controller and then gonna jump in on a rebuild of the Galaxy ship. That must be another Star Wars thing. I have to rebuild a few things this weekend. I'm sorting and organizing. Lots of fun is being had. Okay, okay, okay. So it looks like everybody, most people have enough to build. We're sipping on something. I like it. I just didn't have much build time this week. Gotcha. Joel, my bro, what's happening, my friend? Welcome. Welcome back to Sip and Build Fridays. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm happy you're here. All right, so if you don't know, tonight is a pretty special night. I do have Mr. Nappy Buffalo on, and if you haven't seen Nappy Buffalo's page, since the first time I ever came across one of his posts, I was hooked. He's a very, very good storyteller. You know, to be a good storyteller, you not only have to have a good story, but you also have like a soothing voice and just a way of telling the story that kind of draws the audience in. And Mr. Todd Norman, aka Nappy Buffalo, definitely has that. So I had to get him on. I had to bring him over to the crew so we could get to know him a little bit better. He, of course, has been in the audience part of Sip and Build Fridays multiple times. So he's hung out with us before. He's very familiar with how we roll. And so I'm going to bring him on. Ink Bricks is starting the Viking Village. That was one of my favorite ones. I did that not too long ago. That's what inspired me to get the medieval. I can't ever think the medieval town square. I keep wanting to call it medieval park place or something like, I don't know. Medieval town square. That's what inspired me to get that. So that's going to be a good build. I hope you enjoy it. All right. Without any further ado, before you guys come for me, here is Mr. Todd Norman, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Mr. Norman. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, how's everybody?
How's it going? Let me see if I can. Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
oh
Round of
boy,
applause.
uh, you're treating me
How's
too
it
good.
going? No, you deserve every bit of it. I promise. It's so exciting to have you. Like I said, I knew when I saw your first post, I knew that one day we would be here having this conversation. I just have to get to know more about you. Um, I'm sorry. I saw somebody's brain is moving slow, and I'm like, what's happening? Well, how does it feel, Mr. Todd Norman, to have us around? We just want to know so much more about you. Was this your idea when you turned your camera on and started to tell your story? Was this what you had in mind when you did that?
Absolutely not. I, you know, when I started doing Lego, I'll just go back. Uh, I'll go back several. I'll go back to like 2023. I became interested in Lego again because I was looking at something about Optimus Prime, and noticed that there was an Optimus Prime Lego, and I said, "Gosh, that would be really neat." But I kind of put it on the back burner. Um, then I've had some bad things. My wife for 29 years died last year, in February 6th of last year.
Hmm.
um, kind of threw my life into a tailspin, and but
I
I
can only
got my
imagine. I'm so sorry.
yeah, but I got out of it sort of when I started going back to school. See, I've been disabled since 2018 with a rare lung disease.
Hmm.
So I cannot, because I can no longer do the job that I used to do, but I want to be able to do something to try to supplement my income. So I've started going to school for cybersecurity.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So fast forward, doing good in school. Go to the spring of this year, 2020, 2025. February was was a pretty rough month because it was the 1 year anniversary of my wife's death. It was her best friend, um, who was battling lung cancer. She died. I
Oh
was really
no.
close to her too. I got COVID, almost died myself, and
Oh
then because
gosh.
of the recovery of COVID, my I I lost my thinking ability for a while, and it was right around midterms, so I had to withdraw. I mean, because
Mm,
I had to protect my GPA.
hmm.
So I was pretty bummed, and I went ahead and I said, you know what, I'm just going to buy me a small set, and it ended up being a small Technic set, and I got the bug, and I really liked it, and I went ahead and got the Optimus Prime. And during that time when I was building it, I got the like before I started building, I said, you know what, I'm just going to record this, and maybe I can just connect with just a few people who like Lego and could teach me a few things. I I posted it, only expecting maybe like I would have been happy if I had like 100, maybe 200 people
Hmm.
to views. In 48 hours, it went to 1 million views.
Yes.
And I was very surprised. I was like, how did this happen? I was not expecting that at all.
So where did you post first? Were you on TikTok first?
It was on TikTok. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. I started on TikTok, and it was I was I was totally blown away.
I'm sure.
So, I mean, I didn't know what I did, and I just said, well, I'll just do another one. I kind of told I kind of told another story,
Uh-huh.
and uh, and related it to the Lego set that I was building, and uh, that's how I really got into posting. Before that, I had never posted anything publicly. Never.
Never.
That
So
was my
that was
very.
you just turned the camera on and went
Mhm.
viral.
Yeah,
Listen,
that was
that
my
is
first
every
time.
content creator's dream. So you are definitely an aspiration for us. And I think I remember reaching out to you like, "Hey, so what's in your sauce? Like, what, how did you, what advice do you have to give?" And it was so pure and genuine. You were just like, be yourself. And that is what I have found to be successful.
And
Some of
I,
us,
and I think a part of it too. I've really because we talked about this before a, a few days ago, and I got to thinking about it, and I said, you know, one thing that I've noticed that many successful YouTubers and um, social media people have is that they're present on video.
Mhm.
They are present, uh, not just um, lip syncing to music or dancing or just or lip syncing to a movie uh, to lines in a movie. They're actually present, and and you get to know them. So that's
Yes.
one major thing that I've noticed. I've tried to look and find and see what one of the biggest things is, and that's being present and being yourself
Mhm.
and talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Videos with where people can actually see you and they can get to know you and they feel like, you're having a conversation. I think that's how a lot of us have found success. That's how I have found a little bit of success that I have found, especially with Sip and Bill Fridays. Same thing happened. I just turned the camera on. I was like, I'm going to go live on Friday this week and see what happens. And now I have a bunch of friends who like to hang out with me over the weekend. So I agree. Yeah, thank you, Andre. To everybody in the chat, please hit the like button to keep us going. I appreciate that, my friend.
I like his little
Yeah, that's
minifigure. I like that little minifigure. You
yeah.
know,
Oh, listen.
I actually ordered one. I got me a pick a brick. You know, of course, bestseller
Yeah,
only. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, no standard in the United States and Canada. But I went ahead and bought me. a little some parts to make a little figure for me, so I can be, so I can have something personalized. Um,
Yeah,
the
that's
only
a
thing I
sig
wish,
fig.
the only thing that I wish is that they had more skin tones available,
Mm,
and more
mm-hmm.
variety of faces to match skin tones. I
Yes.
think that would be very good. I think that they would get a lot of people that wanted to buy stuff. It's because for me personally, I had to search a good bit, so
Yeah. So I can tell you, this is a topic that has come up several times. At least every time I'm on a live stream, I try to bring it up just to create awareness. But I get mine from eBay. So I order hands separately. I order the face
mm,
separately. Usually for clothes, I use stuff that I have around the house. But I order it in bulk. And then I just built the Pharrell over the moon, that rocket, and that one came with, I think, like 40 different color heads, and so that's how I've diversified my city, is I've used those heads and
oh
just bought
wow,
the hands.
yeah, that's a good idea.
um yeah, it's really good. It was very helpful in doing that, but I'm glad you brought that up because the people who know me know that that is a passion of mine. I definitely think that we need to see more people that look like, that represent the community of builders that actually build Lego and other bricks. We're not all
Mhm,
just yellow. So it would
mhm.
be nice to see something, a little bit more of that. So you said that you built Optimus Prime. That was the first
Yeah.
thing, the
No,
first Lego
actually,
set.
the very first one, I'll show it to you. I'll show you the first one.
Okay.
The one that really got me into it. It's this one.
Oh, look at that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm still new to this, so let me see if I can. Nope, that ain't it.
There you go.
Oh
Yeah. There.
man, I don't know. I don't
Well,
know what I just
you're
did.
trying to blow it up.
Yeah, I was trying to put you in the middle. I'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Well, this is the set um, that I
There we
got
go.
that really. All right, there you go. Ah, this
Oh,
is the
I've
one
never seen that.
that really got me involved and made me think.
Does
You
it
know
change
what? I want.
colors?
No, no, it doesn't change color. It's just I think the light that's hitting it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's orange and black, and
Okay.
it has a little recoil for the wheels, and I was like, man, this is really cool. I gotta get some more.
Man,
So,
you're brave. You started with Technic. I started with botanicals. The
oh,
major
I
difference.
mean, after I did that technique, I did go. I got a botanical. I got the bonsai tree.
That's
That's
the one.
actually
That's where I started.
it's actually pretty cool. The
Hmm.
bonsai tree. I really like it.
Now, I'll tell you, even though I built the bonsai tree, I do not like building trees. That taught me that I prefer to not build trees. So it was
Yeah.
very helpful in getting me started into this, but I realized very quickly that the leaves were a little bit too fickle for me. So is there something that when you were building the Technic car, the car, something clicked in your brain, right? That said, wait a minute, I really like this. Like, I'm really into this. So, did you immediately say, let me go buy two or three, or did you just say, let me go buy one more and let me see
It
what
was very
happens?
it was very calming. I noticed that was very calming, and I have a very chaotic mind with it with someone because I have um, what the what the analysis paper from a clinical psychologist said is a moderate to severe case of ADHD.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, I because of my lung disease, I can't take any of the good medicines. I can't take any amphetamines or even some of the non-stimulant medications.
Hmm.
So I'm just living the world, you know, just uh, without all that. So,
Yeah.
but when I'm building a Lego set, I noticed that I was focused and I was calm and I was and I've also learned how to be patient. You know, my patience is.
Building Technic, you have to be.
Oh, when I was doing the Millennium Falcon, there was that tested my patience. I mean, there was at some points I was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna lift this 20 some pound piece of plastic. I'm gonna throw it against the wall. But
Oh
no,
no. That
no,
probably would have been a good video now.
but
That
I
might have
said
been some good
no,
content.
no, I'm not gonna do that. Because I actually saw a content creator do that, but that's a different story. Um,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, that made the rounds. But no, I went ahead and kept at it, and I was like, and I'm training my. It helps me to train myself to be patient and relaxed. So to me, it's my little way of self medicating, I guess.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, you are not alone. I have not gone and officially gotten diagnosed with anything, but I know just based on things that I've read and things that I hear and study and all those things that there's something going on with my brain, which is completely fine. Lego helps me focus. So I think it's very common in this community based on the people that I've met and the people that I've come across that Lego is really a form of therapy for all of us. Um, in my opinion is a form of therapy, and then if you get too deep into it you will need therapy. So
Mm.
I think that it's kind of a gift and a curse. Clever Pig says it's crazy how quickly let me get this one cheap set really quickly turns into let me just fill an entire closet with unbuilt Lego sets real quick, and I think that that is also something that a lot of us can relate to. Do you have a backlog currently? So I know you just got started. We started at the
Um,
same time, believe it or not, but I have.
honestly, honestly, I do not. I don't have a backlog. I buy when I can, and I basically just buy and build, and someone who's currently living on Social Security, disability, you have to pick and choose your battles, and
Mhm.
I try um, so when I buy, I go ahead and I build it. I mean, backlog. I've got like I've got this. This is the X-wing mech. Um,
Okay. Okay.
I've got the Darth Maul mech. And I've got another um, uh, a blue parrot, the 3-in-1. I got that, and that's about it for right now until I can uh, uh, get some more things. I found that there's some other things that I can do um, besides always posting. I can um, spotlight others
Hmm.
and post that do good things. I actually have a few. Actually, have a couple of videos that I never did actually do finish all the editing in. I think it was because I wasn't really pleased with the outcome. I mean, but I'm when it comes to me personally, I'm a
Hmm.
perfectionist
Hmm.
to a fault. Um, I think I have to have it just absolutely perfect, and I still got a couple of videos that I can do. I never posted my Bumblebee video. You know,
I
I
think we all have drafts. We
I,
talk about the drafts all the time.
I never posted Bumblebee, and I haven't posted my Speed Champions card that I did, and I never posted the bonsai tree. So I got three videos I can do.
Look at
So
that,
that'll
just
help me.
sitting here.
Yeah, that'll help me. So I don't have a backlog of unbuilt stuff, but I have a backlog of uncomplete incomplete videos.
Man, I think that's even better. As someone who struggles sometimes to figure out what to post, what am I going to post today? But that's honestly usually when I end up talking to the camera and asking a question or getting some kind of opinions from my friends. So at least you have some stuff that you have in the backlog. But I also find that to be helpful. People just talk to people. Like I know that my friends get tired of seeing my face sometimes, but I just sometimes just opening up and talking to people, and then I find that because I work from home, I live by myself, like I've spent a lot of time solo, and so just to reach out and say something, it can brighten my day a little bit. Do you find that though? Like, do you find that when you're able to kind of get in front of the camera and speak to people that have the same kind of hobby as you do, is that helpful?
Yes, it is. I I like speaking to others and like seeing the things that they're doing because, um, especially when it comes to mock building, I that's something I really would like to get into. And like I've seen a lot of your little mini dioramas you have. I really
Hmm.
like that. I really like that a lot. So
Yeah,
I'm
those are
going.
habitats.
Mhm. I like it,
Yeah.
and that's something that I kinda wanna get into. I would eventually at some point like to get into like a modular. I mean, I don't have enough room for a city, but I could make
Oh, my
like a little
friend,
village.
there's
Maybe a little
always room for
village.
a city. There's always room for a city. I have a city on shelves. It's taking up just this little bit of space
Well, you
right
know what?
here.
That's a good idea. I mean, and put
Hmm.
it on shelves. I could do that. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, just having like a little maybe like a little village, I mean, I think that would be nice to have.
I think that would be cute, like a winter village, maybe, since the winter time is coming.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've been really, I'm afraid it's gonna become a white whale for me. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm wanting I want I really want the boutique hotel and the, jazz club, and I'm gonna try my best, I mean, to work and try to get some money 'cause I've got I have gotten some, affiliate marketing, um, opportunities that have opened up, so,
I'm
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
um,
good too.
yeah,
Those are good.
several of
They can be very lucrative if you manage them the right way. I know
yeah,
you have a lot of people knocking on your door. I'm
you know
sure
what?
you do.
I have several. I mean, like,
Good.
more like 7,
Good.
that have approached me and ones that I've approached also. I've actually, networked with places on my own and to show them, "Hey, this is what I do. This is what I've got. This is how many followers I have. What do you
Hmm.
think?" And I actually had one. I've got my first product in. Well, it's not my first one. There was one product. I
Hmm.
you know, I I looked. It was a light kit, and I got to tell you, it it looks so sad. And I was saying to myself, I got to protect my rep. I got. I mean, I, can I in good conscience put this out when it's very expensive and it it doesn't really look good and it's over it's just overpriced. I mean, can I do can I look straight in that camera with a straight face and say, "Hey, go buy this"? No, and so
Oh man.
I can't do it. I mean, if it does, I'm not afraid to set to get something evaluate it and say no. I mean,
Yes.
if it's not up to par,
Hmm.
you know, I don't feel like like I'm obligated to push this out just because they gave it to me. No, no,
Hmm.
you get what you gave me was a piece of crap. So I mean, you know,
I've said that all the time. There are sometimes I'll get stuff and I'm like you. If you don't see me build it, if you never know I had it, then that means that I was not a fan of the product. What I won't get something and then get on and like bash the product. I'm not going to do that.
no, I'm not going to say
Um,
names. I'm not going to say names.
yeah, yeah. But what I will do is if someone asks me my opinion about it, if I'm solicited for my opinion, then I will definitely give it. But I just won't outright, I won't volunteer and you'll never see it. Like I don't believe in that. And there have been some products, like you said, that I've been sent and I have to send them a message back like this was not a good experience for me. It's not just the feel of the bricks or the end result of the build. It's the joy that you get from actually building it. Like, what was the experience building it? And if it's falling apart, and if I can't get it to stay together long enough to actually take pictures and all of those things, like the experience is just bad. So
Hmm.
I commend you for that, and I respect you for that, because there are some people who would just, push through it and try to sell it just so that they could get the money from it. And I don't believe in that. I don't think that that's working with integrity at all.
Hmm.
Um, so
No,
looks like you've got some family in here. I'm
I
excited about
do.
that. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
everybody.
I've got several in here. I've got yeah, because
That's
I told them
good.
I said, hey, can you I'm gonna get on.
Yeah,
You want
I appreciate
yeah.
y'all coming to hang out. Thank you for coming to Sip and Bill Fridays. We're here every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Everybody's saying hi. That's so cute. I love that your family's here.
Hiya.
So
Who is that? Because I mean,
yeah,
because
listen.
this only family member calls me Big T.
Yeah. So this, let me see. We talked they announced it in the in the chat. I think your other family was trying to figure out who it was too. Um Marquito, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll let y'all figure it out.
Eric's my stepson. He was talking to his nephew. So
Oh, okay, gotcha. I gotcha.
yeah.
All right, well, yes. Yeah, if you're here, thank you for joining. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe it so that everybody can see what the conversation is like. Everybody can get a feel for Mr. Nappy Buffalo and just get to know him a little bit more. So you
Oh,
talked about
Marcos.
mocks,
Okay.
which
Yeah, I know who it is.
Oh, okay. So you talked about mocks and wanting to build a mock. We started our build journey at the same time. I started in May of 2024, and so did you. But I took a kind of veered off, and I started to do mocks fairly early on. If you were to build a mock, and I'm sorry, I have to say this because you mentioned the boutique hotel and the jazz club, and those are my first two modulars. So the very two buildings that got me into city building and all of the things, was the jazz club and the boutique hotel. So I'm more of a modular builder, but if you were to build mocks, do you think you would go for like modulars or more of a Star Wing kind of mock? Like, what kind of mock would you want
I
to
think
work
I would go
on?
with modulars.
Modulars? Okay, yeah.
Because there's something about it that just really appeals to me, making like a little living space. There's something
Yes,
to me. There's something really cool about that,
I
and
agree. It's very
that's something that
comforting.
I would like.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm the same. I'm pretty sure you heard me say that a million times, but just building a building, it makes me feel warm and cozy on the inside. Something about creating the space. So will the jazz club, will those be your first two modulars if when you get
If I can
those?
get them, if I can hustle and make some money, yeah, those are my first two. You
You'll
know,
get them.
I
You'll
hope
get them.
so. I mean,
Dear
but
family, your
I know
family's
that there's
here.
going to be I know there's going to be other modulars out there.
Yeah,
I mean the Tudor home is still going to be out next year. So
the Tudor home is another good one. Yeah.
yeah. So if all else fails, I can get that. Too.
Yeah, listen, any modular that's out right now, and you guys keep me honest, but I think that any modular that you were to get that's on the market right now will be really good. I know, is it the Jazz Club? The boutique hotel right now is on sale on Amazon, but we're coming up on the best time to buy them. And this is like a tip for everybody. This is something that I've been learning in my no buy October journey that I didn't even know I was on. But I've been reading articles about marketing things because I'm seeing how the industry that I work in is moving, right? So I work in marketing, I see the things that we're doing. And what I'm noticing is that companies are raising their prices. So I have a lot of stuff in my Amazon cart that, just on a rainy day I might might buy one or two little items out of there. But I'm noticing all the pricing has gone up on all of the things in my cart. And so what
Mhm.
happens is around now in October, they shoot up all the prices and they take the median from what, so the average price of everything that sold this month, they take that to determine what they're going to put on sale and how much they're going to put it on sale for Black Friday. So for the holiday season, November, December. So
Mhm.
if we do more buying this month when prices are higher, then that means that when November and December come around, they're going to take the average from the higher prices and we won't get the discount, the good discount that we would have
Mhm.
gotten had they not made any sales in October or had they, had they not made as many sales in October at those higher
Mhm.
prices. So I say all that to say, if you're planning on buying something, don't buy it in October. I say that mentioning that or knowing that, not, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to spend their money. Y'all know how I roll. I'm not trying to count your pockets. But inside, I guess kind of an inside tip is I wouldn't buy anything this month, anything major, nothing big, and then just wait to see how the prices come
Mhm.
down again for November and December. I have things in my cart. For example, I was gonna buy the Stitch House, Lilo and Stitch, right? It's been $67 all year. Now in my cart, it's $79. And exactly, Prime Days are next week. So that's another reason why everything is going up, because
Mhm.
then they can take it down 5% and say, oh, we're giving it to you for
Yeah,
this. But I noticed that last week that Lilo and Stitch House went up to $79. And I'm
and I
interested to
noticed
see
that the
what.
the boutique hotel that
Hmm.
they had it down at $167, and then they jacked it up to 199 now.
Hmm.
And that's just so that they can bring it back down during Prime Day. And I mean,
Exactly.
I mean, I saw that and I was like, yeah, yo,
Yep. So think about Prime Days, and then Prime Days is another one, right? So if they only have to bring it down like 5% for Prime Days, and we buy it up, then that also sets the tone for the rest of the holiday season. So what we were now, they probably will go back down to the $67 that it was before, but now people are going to look at that like, oh, it's $67. I need to buy it because last week it was $79, not knowing, we don't keep track of what the prices are during the year for the stuff that we buy. I don't. I only know this because I've been wanting to buy this for so long that I keep looking at the prices. But yes, somebody said they playing in
I,
our face with
I'm
those
sorry.
Prime Days,
I'm
and
sorry.
they
I
really
just saw
are.
I saw my one of my grandsons, Ethan Carrillo. He is a first year student at LSU,
Oh,
and he's
congratulations, freshie.
he says number one fan. Thank you, Ethan,
Yes,
for getting on.
that's so cool. I
I
love
love
that
you,
your
boy.
family is here.
Yeah.
I love that they're here. That's so cool. But yeah, just a little tidbit about Prime Days and prices. My long story short, TLDR, too long didn't read. Wait until Black Friday if you can. Again, you
Hmm.
guys know me. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but if you can wait, you'll probably be able to get a really good deal on the stuff that you want. But speaking of which, so you do tend, is there one theme that you tend to lean more towards? Like, is it Star Wars? Is it Technic? Is it a little bit of both?
I am. Let me look at here. You know what I lean towards? The icons.
Icons, yes, okay.
I lean heavily toward icons. Um, like I have well, I was gifted. There was one of my followers gifted me the retro radio, which
Oh, nice. I love
that was
that.
not one that that was one that I looked at and I said, you know what, that would be really nice. I don't
Hmm.
know, there's others I want, but he got that, and I'm so glad that I got it because I really like it because it reminds me of the radios that were there when I was a little kid. You know, like
Oh.
set late 70s, 5 year old, late 70s. I was listening to radios like that. I got the Leonardo da Vinci flying machine. That's an icon. I've
Hmm.
got all three of the Transformers. you
Needless to
know,
say, you might like Transformers just a little bit.
uh, now the most expensive one that I've actually bought on my own, the Krusty Burger, which I love that.
Oh,
I love it. I love the
nice.
crusty burger. I
Yes.
love the crusty
Krusty Burger
burger.
is nice. It's super cute. I really, okay,
Hmm.
it's a good one. That's a good one. So
Yeah.
you have a lot of friends and family here. Has your friends or family, have they ever influenced something that you've built? Maybe they've given it to you, or you looked at it, said, and you're like, oh, this reminds me of so and so I'm gonna buy that. Have you ever had that experience?
It currently not yet. I haven't. Because most of my stories are about my feral childhood. Um, you know, you know, because those are some of the craziest things. But I'm sure that I, I'll find a set that remind me of family.
Hmm.
Because I have started doing. My very first one was talking about my dad. I just recently did one about my mom. My first trip to the zoo.
That was hilarious,
Yeah, I
by the
did another
way.
one. I did another one where her pettiness was on full blast. Was when I was the with the Mario Kart when I said that she took away my Nintendo.
Oh man.
When I thought I was a man at like 15 years old, couldn't even drive myself to the grocery store for my job. I was a man, and I said you can't take away my Nintendo. I bought that. It's
Oh,
fine.
watch.
She's like, all right, yeah, fine. Walked out. Next day, 24 hours. She stood on this. I come back, uh, come home from school. I was gonna get on the Nintendo. Nintendo was sitting right there. TV was gone.
Oh no.
What I'm standing there, and I knew Mama was home, but I was standing there, and all of a sudden I swear she appeared right behind me and said, just looked at me and said, I bought your TV.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I was like, and just like that, she was gone. I was like, she's like Nightcrawler, you know?
Oh
And
man.
man, yeah, yeah,
Oh man.
yeah,
That's hilarious. You said my brother was a lot like that. He was more into video games than I was, and it seemed like every week he was on punishment for something. And my dad, he would have to take all, like unplug all of his stuff, so his computer, his gaming system, his TV, and take it all downstairs in the basement. And then when it was off time for him to come off punishment, he would just have to bring it all back upstairs. And they used to argue and fight. And my dad would like, in the basement, in the basement. He just pack up his bag and take it all downstairs. I don't know how you guys did it. I listen.
that TV, she actually had my dad take it, put it in his truck, take it to work every single day.
Oh,
And I'd come home and the TV was sitting in his truck, locked up.
oh man,
I
oh
had to look at
man.
that. I was, mm.
How did you get out of that? Like, what was the end of the punishment? Just whenever she got ready to give it back?
Whenever she felt like I learned my lesson, it
Oh
was about a
man.
week or two, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day she said, "All right, you can have it back." So,
Well, at
you
least you
know,
got it back. At least you got it
I
back.
did get it back. I got it back.
Good deal. So, what is it that you enjoy most about the being in this community, like being a part of people who build?
Well, you know what? The the most important, the best thing that I've noticed, and I'll tell you, this. Yeah, I did have the most.
The most pristine toys. He knew he had found his dad when he saw your Transformers and G.I.
Yeah,
Joes. I'm not mad
yeah.
at that.
Uh,
That's funny.
I did. I kept them clean. I would my GI Joes. I'll just tell you this right quick. My GI Joes. I would get them out of the pack, play with them a little bit. Then I would get Ziploc bags, put them in there, all the weapons into the Ziploc bag, seal it up, fold it up, put it into a tub, and I had a tub for Joe's and tub for Cobra, and I think I got it from my dad because daddy was a coin collector, and
Okay, okay.
I think he tried to get me into coins when I was little, but I just couldn't get into it. But I did find something that I did collect, and I think he
Yeah.
respected that, and he bought me a lot of stuff because he knew I was going to take care of it, you know.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
back to what you were saying about what's the best thing. The best thing is the acceptance.
Mhm.
Acceptance.
I
You know,
agree.
you know, people from all walks of life, ages, whatever. I mean, you to the come into the fold, and you talk about how much you like Lego, and you know you got a lot of people that really they're backing you up, saying, "Hey, you do good," um,
Yeah.
and that it's like you know all
It's like a family.
the problems that we have in the world
Mhm.
kind of left at the door,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
for at least just a little bit, for just a little
Mhm.
bit.
I agree.
I think that's the part that I like about it, about the
Yeah.
people.
I agree. There's some phenomenal people in this community. Just very welcoming, very encouraging. Usually, and I don't know what it's like. This is my first hobby ever in my life, so I don't know
But
what it's like in other hobbies. But it's just the people, like you said, they're very welcoming. They're very encouraging. They kind of like are rooting for you. And
mhm.
so I really enjoy that. I agree with you. Shout out to Memphis. Hey, Memphis Bricks, thanks for joining. Everybody in the comments, Clever Pig, Janice Key, Andre, I saw you out there somewhere. Eric, Shoddy, welcome to Sip and Bill Fridays. You guys know, I get a chance to welcome everybody. I haven't gotten a chance to do that tonight. We've been having some great conversation. We are
Janice
here
Keys,
with Todd Norman.
Janice Keys talking about are you talking about the 3 and 3/4 inch Joes? Yes, yeah.
Yeah, three
The
and three
ones
quarters.
that came out in the
You,
1980 starting. Yep.
okay. Yeah, that went way over my head. I thought I didn't know if you would know what he was talking about. I flashed it up on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah, I know what
Janice
he's
Key
talking
always
about.
catches me off guard with his questions. Yeah, I knew you would. I figured you would. I had no doubts. So what's a set? Do you have like a white whale now? I know you mentioned the boutique hotel and the jazz club, but I don't know that those are white whales. Like you're gonna
I
get
don't know if
those.
that is going to be those are white whales, but I know one that definitely is going to be a white whale.
Which
Razor
is
Crest. Razor Crest.
Razor Crest. Okay.
That's going to be
Okay.
definitely a white whale. Definitely.
Okay. Why
That's
must you have the Razor Crest?
Oh man, it just looks so clean. It does. It looks so clean. I mean, I love my Millennium Falcon, but
Mm-hmm.
that Razor Crest, it's just there's something just so smooth about it. This came out in 17, you know,
Okay,
so
2017.
there was still, huh? How much? What time was it?
No,
17 or
I said
15 or?
2017. I listen, I don't know anything about Star Wars. I'm pretty
I
sure
was I
somebody in the
was thinking it
comments
was
can tell us.
17. I was thinking it was 17. But it's been a long time. And they have since come a long way on their UCSs with some of the parts. I mean,
Yeah.
this is still it's really nice. It's really just a beautiful piece, but it still looks a
Mm-hmm.
little rugged. But that Razor Crest, is smooth. It's
So Dre
smooth.
wants to know, are you talking about the UCS Razor Crest? Is there more
Mm-hmm.
than one?
Yep.
Okay, okay. So it is the UCS.
Yep. That's the yeah, it's the one with the scat pack.
Now you know when you start talking Star Wars, you lose me. I know, but Scat Pack to
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
I thought
yeah, yeah.
Rat Pack
We're talking
immediately.
about the top of the line one, man. That was a good one. There is one. There's one UCS that I hope to get next year, and that's Java Sail Barge. I hope to
Okay,
get Java
okay.
Sail
That
Barge. I
one
would
came
like
out
to.
last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know that. I know, at least that's the brown one, right? The big brown ship.
Yep. Yep.
See, I know a little bit. I know enough about Star Wars to maybe keep a conversation going for about 2 minutes, and then we
Well,
have to
I
pivot.
mean, Star Wars was. I mean, I was I was a little too young to go see um, Episode 4, A New Hope. I was a little too young to see it, but my first one was Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
and
Okay.
I was totally I was hooked on that. But back then, all you had were just the movies.
Mm.
But something that's coming out that I really enjoy, and I'm so glad that it's coming out is Star Trek.
Star Trek,
Um,
yeah.
the Star Trek that they've been hinting at. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
really interested to see what they're going to do with that, um, because that was my first real exposure to sci-fi. Because by the time I came along, Star Trek was already long gone on uh, for regular runs. So it was playing in reruns. So
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Mm-hmm.
so if I mean, I could see that all the time, but um, and I just really got myself to yeah, I want that Enterprise. Yeah.
hmm My
Um,
dad was a Trekkie. He watched. That's how I remember watching it because I watched it with him like every Saturday after Soul Train. I knew that Star Wars was going to be on for another 2 hours, and so we would sit and watch it together. And we talked about. I asked you earlier if there are any sets that remind you of family, and that's definitely one that will remind me of my dad. I think that I will actually buy that because of how much it will remind me of my dad. So, yeah, Star
mhm.
Trek. I'm very interested to see. I hope Lego will gas us up for stuff and we'll be all excited and then we'll see it and we're like, well, that's it. Like, is that what it is? And so I hope that that's not the
Mhm.
case. But speaking of which, so let's say Lego came knocking on your door, which I'm sure they have. We don't have to talk about it. But let's say they
No,
came
they ha
knocking on your door.
other than offering me
Well, I mean,
the
other
Millennium
than
Falcon,
giving
no,
you the
they
Millennium
hadn't come
Falcon,
knocking on my door.
I'm sure that you're on their radar, sir.
No.
But so when if they were one set, so if they were to come to you and say, Ty, we want you to build a set for us, what would it be? What would you want to see as far as a set is concerned?
I know exactly what I want. I would want another Transformers set. I would want it to be a combiner. I would want it to be Devastator
Okay. Why Devastator?
because Devastator is just awesome. He was the and when he first came when they first came onto the scene and you then they combined into Devastator. It was like I was like a little kid, like I gotta have it, because cartoons back then were nothing more than like 30-minute commercials.
Yeah, yep.
Um,
Yeah. Yep.
but I would want to see that. Now I know that they've done combiners. I know that they've done sort of combiners with I think some of the Ninjagos, but they did one straight up with Voltron.
So
So
when you say combiner, for people who are watching or listening who may not know what that is, what can you explain what a combiner is?
oh, it's when you take uh, several robots and merge them to make one giant robot.
Oh, okay. So listen, that sounds like what is the mech that they just did for Fortnite? Have you seen that? The big mech where there's like a bunch of different,
Oh,
it looks like they took a bunch of different robots.
the Cuddle Team Leader mech.
Yes, it's huge.
It
Would that be considered a combiner?
well, not necessarily the Voltron that they did would be a true combiner because because it was made up of separate those separate lions
Hmm.
and you could actually put them together to make Voltron.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
would be a true combiner. The Cuddle Team Leader, which I think that's a really good mech. It's not made up of where you could um, break them apart, and make them into like five separate robots. So
Oh, so you can't do that with that set. I've only seen it from like on
I don't
video.
think you can because I haven't because all I've ever seen was just the um, completed Cuddle Team Leader.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. All right, so it would be when Lego comes to you and they say, "What can we do for you?" You will say, "I need a combiner." And did you say you wanted it to be Voltron or who did you say
No,
you wanted it
I
to be
wanted to
again?
be Devastator from
Devastator.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. I can't say that I know who Devastator is, but I will take your word for it. So we have about 5 minutes left. First of all, this hour has flown by. It always does when we're having good conversation. But I want to say thank you. We're not going to end here, but I just want to say thank you just in case anybody has to go. Thanks for everybody who was able to join tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that we can boost this up and we can have everybody see what a great conversation this was. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. It says Big T knows about Fortnite. Let's get a Nappy Buffalo character in Fortnite. It looks like somebody's
That's
ready to
another.
set
That's
you up in
another one of my
Fortnite.
grandkids.
Yeah. Well, now you know, Mr. Everett. So now you need to get Grandpa set up in Fortnite so he can get it going. Look at that.
I would like the battle bus. The battle bus does look pretty cool.
The battle bus is that that's the blue bus, right?
Yeah,
With
it's the blue
the
bus with the
parachute on top.
balloon on it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That
I'm
set looks really nice, and it has like a good number
a
of
lot of
minifigs.
minifigs.
Yeah,
Are you into minifigs? Do you build past them?
I do. I am in the minifigs.
Good.
I bought my first. I bought Series 27, and then I went to Bricks and Minifigs, and I went and bought all of the Series 26.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I've started on the Spider-Man set.
Oh,
I've got
that's my
three of
favorite
them.
one so far. Hmm.
I've got three of them so far. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite one so far. And if nothing else, it was for the diversity of the characters, right? So you talk about, we mentioned earlier that we would like to see more characters in flesh tone. I would like
Hmm.
to see more black and brown characters, and the Spider-Man series definitely delivered on that. That's another one if you're looking to get more diversity in your city. For anybody who's out there, the Spider-Man, it's not advertised this way, but most of the Spider-Man heads are people of color. So it's very, 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 very good series. I really like the series. If I saw Nappy Buffalo carrying a golden scar, it would transcend me. I assume this is some Fortnite talk because I have no
Um,
idea what
I,
this means.
that I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm probably could. I'll call him up and ask him in a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, when he tells you, you got to tell me so then we can all be in the
Oh,
know. Everybody likes your voice. And that's one of the first things that I said about you as well. I think I commented that on your first video for Instagram. I was like, oh my God, you have such a great voice. It's
I've never thought I had really a good voice. I just never I never thought about it. You know.
I think it's the voice and the accent. Because you have like this southern drawl that's just very
Yeah.
comforting and it's easy to listen to, which again is why we love listening to the stories that you tell.
Yeah. Well,
Not only are they good stories, but your voice is very,
I
very good
grew up
as
here in
well.
North Carolina. I didn't go. I grew up not too far
Wait
from
a
where
minute,
you are
you're in
now.
North Carolina?
You're in
I didn't know
Charlotte.
you were North.
I
Yeah,
grew up in you familiar with Statesville
the
up north?
street, not
No, I'm
no.
talking about you know, it's in Iredell County, and you're in
Okay,
Mecklenburg. So
okay,
I was in Iredell.
yes.
So
Okay, I did not know you were in North Carolina. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
I was raised there, and now I live over in Wake County, over near Raleigh.
Well, now we really have to. We've been talking for a long time about having a North Carolina link up because there's so many of us here. Inked Bricks,
Yeah.
Andre, Memphis, like we're all here. And now we have to do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to get it together. So Chile said, I don't know much about Lego, so this is a great video to maybe get my first. Let me tell you, this is every Friday on Sip and Bill Fridays. These are the kinds of conversations we have. We love bringing in new people and introducing them to Lego and to any other bricks that we happen to come across that we enjoy. This has been a great group, and I'm not, people in the comments can speak for themselves, but this has been a great group for people come and they get advice about things, about Lego, about building, about a lot of things. So you're in a good space. I say all that to say you're in a safe space. You're in a very welcoming space. If you have any questions, come back next week. Let us know. Speaking of coming back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be back for Sip and Build the sequel, which is what we do every other Saturday. So we'll be back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern if anybody wants to come and hang out. Is that your alarm? I thought it was mine for a second.
I have to say, it's my alarm for when I take my last pill for the evening because because the
Okay.
medicines I have to take every 8 hours. So,
Okay,
but
I got you.
I've got I can I know that I got to take it. So,
Yeah, okay. Well, don't forget, because listen,
oh,
sometimes
I'm
I
not.
set an alarm for a lot of things, and then I look around and I'm like, what was that alarm
Oh,
for? Like,
there's
why did I
another
set
one.
that? Yeah, is this is also your family? Oh, thank you guys. I love that you guys showed up. That says so much, not only about you guys, but about Todd as well. Like you guys love him so much, and we
You
love
know,
him. So now we're just in a room full of
really
love.
um they've been really protective of me because
Good,
because
good.
I've had a hard time when their mom and grandma died. Now
No.
they've been very protective of me. So yeah,
Well, that's good. That listen, you need that. Family is it could be a gift or it could be a curse. It looks like your family is definitely a gift. They've been around you, they've surrounded you, they've done exactly what they were supposed to do. And we're thankful for that because of the love that they give you, you're able to spread that kind of love to everybody else and through your storytelling and all of the things. Listen, I listened to your story about when you went to the zoo for the first time and you fell in the pond, and I immediately could relate because my first weekend at college, I also fell in a pond. We don't have to talk about the details. We don't have to talk about how I got in the pond. However,
okay.
I felt so seen when you told the story about falling in the pond. What gives you the courage to like just tell your story?
I just don't care. I don't care what people think.
That's
I want people to know the real me. That's the
hmm
thing. I really just want people to know, you know, I'm I'm just a guy. I got flaws, and I don't mind talking about them.
I know it. And that's what listen, that right there, that genuine, that's what we love to see. And I've learned that you mentioned that earlier, that being yourself is what gets you far. And I wholeheartedly believe that there is no one out there like you. There could be 10 other people doing the same thing that you're
I,
doing, but there's
oh, I
nobody
know that.
doing it the way that you do it. And that stands true for all of us. I can't be you and you can't be me. We might be able to do the same things, but we're going to put our own flavor on it, and that's how we're going to be
Yeah.
successful. So, I can't wait to see like your journey. You've only been in this for a year. Like
Well, no,
that's
it's not been a year because I didn't start building until May of this year.
May of 2025? Ah, I
Mhm.
thought you said 24.
No,
Oh my.
2024 was when my wife died, and then I started school. But I started
Oh, okay.
after this February. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. This is a true testament of your steps are ordered. Everything that you should be doing, you are going to do it regardless. It will find you. So anybody who's out here thinking, "Oh, I don't know if I should post or I don't know if
no,
I should build. I don't know if anybody wants to hear my story."
just
Please
do it.
let
Just do it.
yes. Yes, just do it.
Yeah,
Just do it, and you will be surprised at the reception you get, especially if it's Lego related or if it's brick related. This community, I say it every week, is completely awesome. So, just do it. Just post it. Just put it out there. You don't know.
yeah.
You'll see. Um, I just don't care, man. I love and respect that so much. Very well said. It's so freeing not to care what others think. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Being yourself is totally awesome. Janeway, thanks for coming, my friend. Welcome to Sip and Bill Friday. I'm sorry I didn't get to welcome you sooner. Um, but just like that, we are at the top of the hour. This has been fun, my friend. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
and talking to me.
I had a lot of
Um,
fun. Thank you for having me on. I
good.
really appreciate it.
Good. I hope that you'll come back and that we can
Yeah,
talk a little bit more. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have you back on. If you're not following Nappy Buffalo, I don't know what you're doing, but I will forgive you if you go out and follow him on all the platforms now. He's on TikTok, Instagram. Are you on YouTube?
yeah, I do. I have posted some on YouTube. I'm trying to get that going. I think I'm going to start making some longer form videos
Yes.
that are different than what I put on my Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to do
Okay.
things that are a little bit different over there.
So
Um,
yes, I will be watching. I think we all will be watching. So you can subscribe. Are you Nappy Buffalo on all of the platforms?
mhm. Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Nappy Buffalo on all of the platforms. I am Jen Builds on all of the platforms. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. If you liked this video, rewatch it. Maybe you missed something the first time. But share it, subscribe to the channel. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. My friend Nappy Buffalo is on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm on kind of sort of
Yeah,
on
I do have
Facebook, not
I have a
really.
Facebook that's Nappy Buffalo too.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fair enough. Type in Nappy Buffalo and you're bound to go on a great journey and hear some
Yeah, because
amazing
I don't think
stories.
anybody else is going to be named that.
No, I think you might be good with the name. I'm committed to rewatching 40,000 times. Well, I will take that, Clever Pig. Thank you so much. Nappy Buffalo, if you want to hang on just a couple minutes, we're going to say
Well,
bye to our friends. Thank you guys so much. We will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern or next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern for Sip and Build Fridays. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you.
bye.
Bye.